Hello Cleveland, Bill Szymczyk here, and I got a story for you. A producer walks into a bar and hears a band. Thanks, Tommy. The year was 1969. The bar was Otto's Grotto in downtown Cleveland. The band was the Tree Stumps, and I was the producer. Now the band was pretty good, they were okay, but the thing that really interested me was the singer-songwriter bass player named Michael Gee. He had some original songs that I really thought showed a lot of promise. So I signed the band, changed their name to Silk, and we put the album out, and it hit the charts for 2 weeks. It was number 191 in Billboard, a complete smash. And then years go by. A couple years later, I started a record company called Tumbleweed in Denver, and I called Michael because we needed artists. I said, Michael, do you have any songs? He says, I got a bushel of them. I said, well, bring your songs and we'll record and make a record. So we did. He came out to Colorado, made a nice album, and then when we were getting ready to put it out, there was just one problem. My partner had signed an artist named Arthur G. So we can't have Arthur G and Michael Gee on the same label. They're not even related. They don't even pronounce the name the same way. So we said, Michael, we got to change your name. So in a really nice weed cloud meeting, we had a meeting and said, Michael, what's your middle name? He said, Stanley. Michael Stanley, that'll work. And it has for years. So we made a solo record, made another solo record, and then he put a band together, the Michael Stanley Band. We made 3 albums together, and then I had a full-time day job called the Eagles, and Michael had switched labels, and his new label wanted to put him with all these famous producers. So he went to famous producer school. So in 1993, after both of our bands had broke up, Michael had put together a different band called the Ghost Poets with Bob and Jennifer and Jonah. And he said the album was done, but they were having a hard time getting a good mix on it. And could I come up and help? I said I'd be more than happy to. So that in 93 was the beginning of 17 albums over 28 years that we did together. Every 2 years or so, I'd put all my gear in my car, drive up 77 to plug it into his studio, and we'd mix and have a hang for 2 to 3 weeks, and it was wonderful. That's when he and I became more than producer, artist. We became the very best of friends. And we changed our name again, too. This was when we started calling each other, I was Crispy and he was Loopy, because he was Loopy. And all I can tell you people is I miss him forever, and I'll just tell you, 23 albums over 52 years, that's a pretty good time in service. And I'll leave you with this, one of his very, very best sayings that I've ever heard. It's your world, pay attention.